Your feet probably need washing. I'm Simon Rafe, and I'm taking the hard line. Welcome back to Hardline, the show that has gathered a loyal following of people who enjoy being called out. I'm your host, Simon Rafe, and joining me later will be my producer, Joe Enders, and after that, we'll be having a gentleman's chat with one of our producers here, Nick Wiley. But for now, your feet probably need washing. I don't mean this literally, of course. Maybe they do literally need washing. Maybe you've been wearing synthetic shoes all day in the heat of the summer on city pavements that are hotter than a match head. Maybe you've been working in the garden and you've got bits of soil and grass clippings inside your flip-flops. Maybe you've been making wine and you've trampled the grapes in the old-timey way and your feet are all covered in grape juice. Maybe that is the case. I don't know. Certainly, when Christ washed the feet of his disciples, he was doing something that was commonly done and commonly needed to be done in the first century Middle East. It was a hot country, a country where people walked long distances on dusty roads. People would walk through rivers and mud. The streets of the cities might not be as clean as our city streets today, or if you live in San Francisco, they might be as clean as your city streets today. People would sweat and their feet would be filthy dirty. Washing your feet was a necessity in the first century Middle East, and it would be a service offered when you arrived as a guest at someone's home. Remember that Jesus upbraids one of his hosts for not doing this, comparing his failure to do so to the actions of the woman who washed his feet with her tears. To wash someone else's feet was an action of extreme humility. That is, of course, why Jesus does it for his disciples. He is acting like a slave, like a servant, to show them how they need to act as priests. They need to serve the people of God as humble servants, not lord it over them as masters. But that's not the only time we read about feet washing in the Bible. In the Song of Songs, the beloved laments that she has washed her feet and gone to bed. The lover wants her to get up and come to him, and she will get them dirty again. Now, there's a lot to unpack there. The lesson we should be eager to answer Christ's call when he knocks, of course, but also the understanding that we will get dirty when we go out of our comfort zone, when we get up out of our bed and do the bidding of Christ. We will get dirty and we will have to have our feet washed again. We will need to be cleansed because we are going to be imperfect in our actions, even as we do them in response to Christ's call. We are going to sin because we are imperfect, but it is better to heed Christ's call with all its risks than remain asleep in bed. That's not what I'm talking about either, although that is a valuable lesson to learn, and I would urge you to meditate on it. No, I'm talking about washing your feet by shaking the dust off them. We all know where that reference comes from. It is, once again, from the Bible, from the Gospels. Christ sent his followers out to preach the gospel, but he makes it clear that if people do not listen, they are to leave. They are to leave and not waste any more time. They are to leave, and as they leave, shake the dust from their feet so that not even the dust of the town stays with the evangelists. That is a pretty hardcore, decisive statement. You didn't listen, and so we're done with you people. We're not only done with you people, but your town too. We are so done with your town that we don't even want its dust on our feet. That might sound extreme. In fact, it does sound extreme. It is extreme. One has to ask, did Christ mean that literally? It certainly sounds like it when you read the gospel. He's telling people to actually do this, to make a visible physical gesture that can be seen and understood. And it probably would have been understood. The practice of shaking the dust from your feet when you left a town was practiced by the Jews at the time when they left a Gentile town. The message would have been clear. You people aren't part of our community. Just as you would shake Gentile dust from your feet, so we are shaking the dust of those who do not accept Christ as Messiah from our feet. Thank you for watching Hardline. If you're enjoying the show, please go to churchmilitant.com for the whole episode. You must be a premium member. So to sign up, go to churchmilitant.com/go premium.